Hey viewers, welcome to this reading. This reading is for the whole collective. It's a weekly reading, Monday to Thursday, from the 6th, July 6th to July 9th, 2026, and it's for everyone. I'd like to wish you all the best in everything you're doing. Thank you all for being here. My gratitude and best wishes to each and every one of you. This is a collective reading, and I hope you will enjoy it. I do wish you happy birthdays, happy occasions. I do wish my best wishes for those of you who are going through hardship. My best wishes to each and every one of you. And my dear viewers, I do want to let you know that I am open now to do email readings. Email readings are not as expensive as WhatsApp reading. WhatsApp reading take a lot of time. So if you do want to have an economical kind of reading, you can reach out, and it's going to be an email reading. My readings, all of them, I need to have your date of birth, your first name, the city you live in. If you want a WhatsApp reading, FaceTime. If it's an email, there's no need for the city you live. If it's a business that you want to inquire about, I need to know the street number, the zip code of the business, and the logo to meditate on it. I always use meditation because we're doing all the free readings. And by the way, my dear viewers, the private readings are not free. I'm providing hundreds of readings and have been for the past 6 years free. Now it is costly. It's not that costly. It's, believe me, from what you get from me, it's priceless. So you're able to get email readings. They go at about $109 per reading, up to 3 questions, date of birth, a selfie, and that's it. You're welcome to do that. For those of you who want fast answers to things, you're welcome to do that. Okay, I have to keep doing these disclaimers, which I don't like doing them. That's why I did the post, but this is a new one because there's so many people waiting in the emails. There's so many people. So many of you need to know I'm answering you, but it doesn't mean that I'm able to do the reading now because you have to wait your turn. Everybody according to when they've reached out first. So, but I am sending emails to everybody so that you're not waiting, not knowing. At least you have a fair idea of how much everything costs. And now the email readings have become available. All right. Now let's move on to the next level, which is seeing what is the most important message for everybody for this week. Trustworthy guidance. Wow. Okay, glasses on and let's see what they say. Trustworthy guidance seems to be about you need to trust in the heavens and the universe when they want to show you something. It says you have received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving your support for anything that you need related to the idea. I do want to say one more thing, my dear viewers. I forgot to say in the disclaimer. When you do reach out and ask for a reading, there is no need to keep writing over and over 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It doesn't escalate the waiting period. I still have to go in order. So please be aware of that. There are many people, hundreds and thousands of them waiting. I am doing my best to reach out to all of you as fast as I can, but as you know, I'm not fast enough. Okay, now 2 messages for the collective. Let's see what's going on this week. What do you need to know? Wisdom is one of them. That means using your mind and your intuition together, united. They have to be unanimous when you're making any kind of decision. You can't have your mind saying, yeah, this is right, this sounds good, and your heart saying, no, there's something not right. Or you can't have your heart saying, hey, yes, I want this, and your mind saying, but what about this? But what about that? They have to be united in order to do anything to be successful, especially if you're overcoming an obstacle. That's what this is all about. When you are overcoming an obstacle that might give you some freedom, you need to do the right thing by uniting both your mind, your heart on the same level. Focus is needed. For details, focus is needed when change is taking place. There's a lot of change that's going to take place. You need to focus and pay attention so that you're aware of all the changes and how they impact you on whichever level. Now we're going to take some tea leaves to see what else. There is someone of light complexion, feminine energy that you might be dealing with. And In the process of that, this person could be born in March. This could be about March 2027, or somebody born in March who is Pisces or Aries. You might be going on a holiday. Some of you might be invited or taking time out on a vacation, physical break. Unicorn is an ending of a chapter, and it could be the passing or someone saying goodbye. Somebody could be leaving, also not actually passing. It says here, according to me, the unicorn is that. Let me just put my God. It's about an ending. It's like the death card, and it's transformation, endings, and new beginnings. Could be endings of anything and new beginnings. Could be someone new coming in your life, ending of a chapter with someone. It says according to tea leaf, it says use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Okay. All right. Okay. So what shall I put here? We'll put the hammock here. Taking time out, and that's about it. Everything is sitting comfortably. Let's move on to the next level. 2 messages from another deck. What else does the collective need to know for this week? 6 to the 9th. Action. Action is going to be finally needed from you to take, and you are going to take action. Some of you are going to be doing things that you haven't done before that you're able to do now. Some of you could be meeting someone new that could be fire energy. This person here, feminine energy, could be a fire energy entering your life, possibly. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Have a look at your general reading under your star sign to know exactly who this person is. The Knight of Wands is also movement, action, traveling for some of you, taking action by traveling. And look at this, we've got the Chariot, which is again taking action, overcoming obstacles and having a great victory, but it's also about moving and taking action and journey. So we'll go for the second message in this deck, and we've got painful, hurtful truth that sometimes causes separation. We'll clarify to understand from where and which angle or what part. Don't forget, it's a collective reading, so it's for everybody. So let's have a look at 2 more messages that will give us a bit more perspective, maybe, for the collective, and we'll understand maybe some things. Maybe some people are not happy, and this could be an ending. A painful truth comes to light, and they finally understand that, what am I doing? The Hierophant, connected to the Hierophant, connected to change and upgrade in your life. Changes are coming to upgrade your life. Connected to the Chinese year of the dog, the Hierophant and the dog. This is about an upgrade that's going to be manifesting in your life where you have no choice but to take it. Very interesting. It's going to take you to the highest level, which is really good. It is going to help you again with wisdom. There is a lot of wisdom here. We've got the word wisdom twice. Your heart, your soul are going to be united when you take this action. Actually, a lot of revelations are going to be the cause of you taking this action. Some truths are going to come to light. They're going to be heartfelt, very painful truths, because the swords are also the truth. So the moon is about the truth, and finally the truth is going to be revealed where you will know what action to take, and some of you are going to be leaving a situation, separating from this painful truth. The painful truth is going to be revealed, and that's why you might be leaving a situation behind and moving forward. Okay, now we're moving on to the next level, which is 2 messages from this deck. The truth for everybody for this week. Let's see what else is happening. Okay, the magnifying glass is about seeing details, looking at, just like focus. We've got the magnifying glass, which shows that you need to pay attention to details. You need to get more information. You need to look at important details. Focus is everything at this point in time. You have to do your research. Don't procrastinate. It's very important. Documents need to be examined. The fine print needs to be examined. This is larger than life. You've got to take action. This will overcome a big challenge in your life. And the change is part of this. You have to read everything before you do it. And this is taking place within 27 weeks from now, or September. From now to September. You are going to be at the crossroads where you have to make a decision. The journey is there for some of you, and you're going. While you're going on this journey, you are going to learn a lot. There are multiple choices, and these choices, travel is one of them, so that's why we've got travel all over the place. But it says that you need to make a decision about your freedom, a decision about opportunity, a decision about independence. but there could be a road trip. That's why we got the hammock. Many of you are going on holidays, also vacations. So free will, travel, multiple choices, journey, and vacation. It's going to be very successful. The letter Q is there, and the Q is connected to quails. It's connected to kangaroo and Canada, all the C's. Okay, moving to the next level, which is 2 messages from this deck, 1 and 2. Something all of a sudden is going to take place. Some of you might all of a sudden need to take action. Right, sudden change, frivolous changing, crazy spending, crazy spending, even thinking about taking a short-term loan because something all of a sudden happens. So you have no choice but to take action. Movement is needed. Movement is needed. And some of you might be doing fun work. Some of you might be doing temporary work. It's all over the place. Now, overflowing prosperity is coming. Your accounts are going to be full, empty. If you think their accounts are empty or full and you're not sure, your accounts ultimately are going to be full because of the overflowing prosperity. That's what I'm trying to say, the overflowing prosperity. You're going to be very much nurtured. That's what the cup is. It's about nurturing. It's even about careers that are in nurturing. Taking care of business for some of you. Business will be doing well and a lot of fulfillment with the cup. So that is beautiful. Leave it at that. Now that we've established all of this, we're going to clarify the cards. We're going to start with the moon and see what the moon, look at that. What the moon, this is the moon that we're talking about, so you know, what is the moon going to reveal for you? Because it is going to reveal some sort of a truth. Well, whatever it's revealing, it's giving you power. Like magic, the moon, the truth for everybody. Like magic, you are, oh my God, look at that. That is shocking. Truly shocking. Why? Why is it shocking? I'll tell you why. Because it's talking about the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is Taurus, by the way, just so you know. This is Taurus, somebody that might have Taurus in them. And this is the Hierophant. That's what it looks like in the original deck. This is what it looks like. But you know what? It shows that, to me, that the revelations here are going to wake you up. Or they're going to wake up people who are Taurus, maybe. About a trip, about freedom, wanting their freedom, wanting to do their independence. Wow. That is very deep. Very deep. I'll put the Hierophant here because that's connected. And I feel like this freedom is going to give you power. I feel like you are going to be asserting yourself and wanting your freedom and not wanting any more headaches or heartache anymore. After the truth, you just want to be free and free from cares and worries, and that is going to empower you. I feel like the moon is going to give you the power and the wisdom that comes from the Hierophant, not to mention the change that's imposed by the Hierophant, is going to bring on a lot of magic in your life. Extreme magic, power, like things are going to be moving. Like, remember I said you're able to move where you were not able before. You're able to take action, travel, do whatever you want, assert yourself and do what you want without anyone intervening in your life. It's all that. That's what this is all about. Okay. So that explains it all. Now, moving on to the next level, and that was the moon, right? And now the Hierophant. Let's have a look at the Hierophant. Everything about the Hierophant. There is someone of air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, that might be advising you, they might be telling you what the right thing is to do. And this could be to do with moving forward, traveling. It could be about traveling. Maybe somebody wants to travel and then they're not sure whether they should or not. Maybe the circumstances around them are making it difficult for them to travel. But somebody is taking action and they're asserting themselves are going. They are going to be rewarded. There's a lot of rewards for these people. These people have gone through a lot and it's time for them to be rewarded. There is a new perspective, a new way of looking at things. Some of them might have gone through the loss of someone, so maybe they need to be patient before they can travel or take action. But you know what? The vacation is there. The hammock is there. That means, the action is being taken. I feel like many of you are going to be moving forward. A lot of rewards, a lot of recognition for a job well done. There could be an air energy here. This could be concerning an air energy, or an energy could be entering your life, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Or they could be advising you without so much emotions, more practical. This is someone more practical, the air energies. Okay. And it can also be in reference to this. This could be also an air energy that you might be having issues with It is possible. But ultimately, money is coming your way, and that money is going to give you the capacity to help others that are less fortunate, and will take you to the next level where you can travel and do what you want. That's going to give you the strength, the capacity to do what you want. Let's have a look at the Knight of Wands for everybody. And the Knight of Wands seems to be all about a great new beginning that brings you prosperity and a lot of wealth. Money, wealth coming to you, just like this card said. Remember, it says overflowing prosperity coming. And now it shows that that is very possible, extremely possible. And I feel like also that a lot of money is coming, could be from a windfall. This could be a windfall, could be a gift of money, money that you need to invest, money that you need to think about how to invest and where to put it and how to do your banking. Should you invest in banking? Should you invest in bonds? Should you invest in property? It's all about that, but it's thinking deeply and not rushing when you're making the decision. Very important not to rush when making these incredible decisions. Okay, so also remember that all of a sudden something is happening, and that all of a sudden could be impacting again. It could be all of a sudden that you might have a windfall, or a great gift might be given to you. Again, you have to take your time with the money, because yes, it's prosperity and it's overwhelming prosperity. I see it and I agree to it and it's all wonderful, but you need to really think about where to put the money and how to invest it. Okay, focus is needed, because there are changes and you need to pay attention to everything and not rush. That's all it is. Trying not to rush, especially because you have to leave, especially because you could be dealing with a conflicted situation. Once the truth is out, and it's a painful truth, you just want to go because conflict is becoming unbearable. You want to leave. You just got to take your time and leave properly. Now, moving on to the next level, which is that painful truth, this one here, for the collective. What is that all about? I'll take 3 cards. Okay, it says it needs a little bit of patience for you to have stability. It could be in connection to someone that is water energy, Pisces being number 1 because of the fish. I always call this Pisces. It could be about someone that you have been patient with. And they're saying just persevere a little bit longer, and soon you will have stability. Stability is coming from someone of earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, someone that's very hardworking. And the water energy here can also be someone that is the reason for you to have stability, even though there is a painful truth there. What's amazing is you are destined for a happy ever after, fulfillment to the highest level and degree after this pain. So that's that. Now we're going to take on 2 messages from this deck to see what else for the collective. What else is happening? The soulmate is coming, and that's why this ending is taking place. I feel like it says it's going to start with attraction, but then boom, you're going to find out it's a soulmate and it's going to last forever. Bang, boom, bang. I don't know which one it is. But attraction and then soulmate. That's what's happening. And that's why you got the happy ever after, because of the soulmate, not because of attraction. Attraction doesn't do much. It doesn't last. But all of a sudden you'll realize that this is a soulmate situation, and it's going to give you fulfillment, everlasting fulfillment. Beautiful. Love that for you. And we move on to the next level. Let's see messages from the heart, your heart, somebody else's heart. What's needed, what's being said, what hasn't been said. Okay, 3 is enough. Did I hear somebody say one more, one more? I keep hearing that. It's weird. I care too much what others think, and that is a big problem in life. I care too much what others think. Whenever that happens, it's a major disaster when you care what people think. Let me take you out on a date. Let me take you out on a date. That could be coming and happening when the attraction begins. I don't like all the attention you get. That's pure selfishness. When somebody gets that way, that means they're they have lack of confidence when they see someone that has a lot of attention. But some people go through that because of what they've been through in life, and everything has its own reason. All right, now I'm going to take 2 messages from the Chinese cookies to see what are important factors for everybody. That's 1. No, nothing else has opened up. We need 1 more. Wait a minute. It looks like there is one. No. So we got one and we need one more. And there's the other one. All right. Perfect. Glasses on and we've got challenges. It says take time from problems or conflict. This, the Six of Swords, conflict and leaving. And or approach them softly to avoid making matters worse. You've got to do that so that you don't all of a sudden have to leave somewhere. You got to take your time. When you do discover a painful truth, you just got to sort of learn to accept sometimes the worst things happen for a good reason. But of course, it takes us time to learn and to accept it. You have to go through the phases of acceptance. Reinvent yourself. You are ultimately going to do that. You're reinventing yourself. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy the new lease of life. You are destined for a new lease of life without a doubt. And I feel like this is to do with either a business, a new life, a new path, or a soulmate. So either way, it's going to be to your advantage, to your highest good. And I love this reading for you, my dear viewers. I hope you enjoyed it. Do give me a thumbs up. I wish you abundance of blessings and a lot of love and light. Namaste.